Tuesday, and I'm starting early. I wanted to start a little bit early to talk about the Reddit blackout. As someone who used to moderate a couple large subreddits, I think it's fair to throw out my opinion on what's going on, and honestly, it's some of these, like, I guess share my disappointment on like how the blackout is being handled by not just Reddit, but like a lot of the moderators. Not all of them. A lot of the subreddits are doing good. Some of them are just doing really bad, and I think that's more what I want to talk about and kind of the experience of being a mod. But I gotta blast off. Need to put out the Twitter, the Reddit. I don't know if anyone wants to watch. I don't know if anyone would be interested, but I at least felt it was important to sort of talk about, you know, what it was like moderating some like larger subreddits, like what like some of these larger subreddits should just be doing in general, like right now that aren't. But yeah, so Reddit's having its blackout. It's because of the they decided to start charging for their API, which will affect some third-party tools as well as a lot of the apps. That's pretty much how I access Reddit entirely, was through the like Reddit is Fun app. So I really don't see myself using it much longer after that. I mean, for my phone, it's basically gonna be inaccessible. I don't really like the new Reddit. You know, I was modding a long time ago, or I would say a long time ago. Probably modding about a year or two ago, and then I modded an even larger subreddit sometime before that. And I'll talk about how the differences sort of varied, but they're starting to charge for the API, which is going to affect those like third-party apps, and it's just an egregious amount. They're basically shutting down API access with the amount that they're charging. So that, and then like a lot of the mod tools that we would use also sort of fall under that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know why there aren't more subreddits going down indefinitely, but I think they should be. I think Reddit and like a lot of the mods need to shut down indefinitely, whether they're like a power mod or not. Because the basically just might as well just remove the API. It's kind of the same for the amount that they're charging for it. They might as well just say, oh, you can't access our AI period. Like I don't know who was gonna access for the amount that they're charging on that. But anyway, this is more for kind of just some misnomers that I sort of saw in other videos, where they're talking about like Reddit moderators and how not all of the subreddits have shut down. And this is sort of my argument, directed towards those moderators, but also directed towards, or also for the users to sort of speak out against the moderators to at least get a better perspective on where mods come from. For the ones who are only going for like a 48-hour blackout, it's kind of stupid. Because all Reddit has to do is just buckle down on the storm. I completely agree that needs to be indefinite. A lot of subreddits are like 196 and things going down indefinitely. I think that's the right move. But yeah, just some things, and just to talk about my general experiences moderating and how like what we had to do, why I stopped doing it, and I think I stopped doing it for different reasons depending on like the subreddit. But yeah. So originally one of the big things I saw going out was like, oh, why aren't these Reddit moderators shutting down indefinitely? They don't really do anything. They don't really get anything. They just kind of sit and work for free on a power trip, which is kind of half true, at least like in my experience. So a lot of the moderators, or at least on the team I was on, yeah, it is unpaid. I don't think there's any moderators. I mean, there might be some who are paid by like their brand if they're running like a subreddit for a company. Sometimes the reps work for the company and they get paid, but again, it's not by Reddit, so who cares? Like, they're gonna do what their brand directs them to if they're actually an employee. The other half of it, though, is that the truth is there are a lot of, or I would probably, I'd probably say a fair amount of moderators. I would probably be especially skeptical of the ones who don't shut down entirely for the full amount of time. Not in every case, but in a lot of cases. Just like, they do get sort of, I want to say like kickbacks or perks. So like, for example, when I was moderating the first large subreddit, it was a gaming subreddit. I won't put them on blast unless I'm asked, because I'm not here to like specifically single out the subreddits I moderated and say that, you know, they're doing anything wrong or bad. It's sort of just from a perspective. But anyway, one of the subreddits I moderated, we would get things like game keys from indie devs for like the curation for like Steam. We would get games just passed to us from like developers in general. Sometimes we would get keys from users themselves. We were actually really good at handling them. We would almost, I think actually always, as long as I was on there, they would be recycled and kept track of on a log. So everything was at least like tallied and accounted for. Everything would come in through mod mail, so we'd have a record of it and everything, and we'd use them for like giveaways and stuff like that. But that was because we were cool and good. I at least in that regard. I'm sure there are other moderators who don't. I mean, there's no rules to not do it. We just chose to do it that way because, well, actually, I say our head mod I was not the head mod, but chose to do it that way and keep track of it that way. So again, it's all subjective on who's in charge. So yeah, we would get things like that. We get, because we'd work with like company reps too, we would get big discounts or like employee discounts a lot of the time on like parts for, you know, parts and hardware. Was another thing we would get, you know, like a lot of free stuff, and also like the contact information as well. Like we'd be, the connections I think were also pretty helpful. I know at one point I was offered a PR job, but I couldn't do the travel for it. So for like a gaming company, and I didn't want to do the travel for it. I'm in Texas, and they were over in Silicon Valley, of course, right? So I didn't want to go that far. So like things like that, it's something that like differentiates sort of the moderator position from like the user position. There are absolutely incentives that I think the moderators would definitely want to keep around in general, especially if you're a brand subreddit. But again, at the end of the day, I'm still an ex-moderator, so it doesn't compensate for being unpaid for the work. It's still not worth it. You know, I guess to say, is there a power trip with it? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of just keeping the place clean. Like most of the things I would go after in no matter what subreddit I'm running were just like people straight up using slurs or just being like super rude or mean to each other. Otherwise, it was like, those were our bans. At least those were my bans, and I tried. It was like, I mean, I can only speak for myself. I know other subreddits banned for really fucking stupid shit that I've seen before, but it was just trying to keep the place clean, trying to make like a good space for like the users, you know. And if it was something really important that was sort of off topic, we try our best to make it fit, you know, and like work with the person through mod mail, things like that. So I mean, it's all different types. So but anyway, where I'm coming from on this is a 48-hour blackout ain't shit. That's really where I'm coming from this. Like these API tool removals, I don't I don't know if some people gather probably how devastating it's gonna be for some of the mod tools and especially the access. Like moderating through the Reddit app is hot garbage. So maybe they'll reassess at the end of the month. But yeah, leaving it the way you're gonna have to go dark indefinitely, even if that means that like you're gonna be removed as the mod by the Reddit admins. Like that's the only way it's gonna work. Kind of, you can mark my words here. All the benefits, like, I mean, they're not even worth being unpaid, so I don't even know how they'd be worth like not, I mean, just, what, getting fucking removed for not having an API. Like, not having the API is so much worse. It's worse. You are already not getting paid. The benefits ain't worth shit. And if you're just there for the power trip, you're actually a psychopath. So, like, I mean, maybe they exist. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the like a lot of the subs that are especially the ones that are just like restricting or like not going full dark are doing it for some sort of like kickback incentive that they get, like not from Reddit, not like a conspiracy from Reddit, but they're probably just doing it for like a kickback that they like the perks they get from, you know, whatever brand they're working under or whatever like reps they're with. And if you're modding and you're not getting those connections and you're not getting like any kind of perks alongside of it, then like I don't know, the like outside of tailoring a nice community, like the one community I will say I did, you know, I helped start up and build that I'm actually happy, like very proud of, is the Pathfinder 2E1 that we worked on, and it's down right now as they should be, like. But I'm not a mod there anymore. I stepped down because I just don't think mods should be there forever. I think that sort of goes as like antithetical to my real politics. So I think the mod position, top mod, like head of the subreddit, should be like passed on from person to person over time for sure. It should not be a permanent position, which is why I stepped down from that one, which is what I was really proud of. We made a really good space that's like really inclusive, really friendly to like new players, to like old players, and to like anyone in between, marginalized groups. Like, it's definitely one of the friendliest like trans, LGBT, like lefty sort of spaces that also deals with like tabletop gaming, and it worked out really well. You know, we were able to communicate with like a lot of the creators. I definitely enjoyed my time like running and setting that up. Like that place is absolutely set up out of like just a genuine like care for the people in the community there. So like I can at least speak to them. Like, I don't care how long they aren't going dark for. Like, I know what that place is set up for firsthand. Is we weren't getting it. That was the other one, is that subreddit. We didn't get anything from like Paizo. We didn't get any kickbacks. We didn't get any discount codes. We didn't get any. I think we may have gotten stuff for giveaways with like Paizo, maybe a couple things for doing like giveaways for people, but that's kind of, and like again, they weren't even handled by us. They were all handled by like the third party, so we didn't like get it and give it away like from there. It was just like we didn't even touch it. If we even got anything, I'm struggling to remember if we had very little communication from Paizo. The most that we did is we supported their unionization efforts by like, you know, blacking out the subreddit then, and like, you know, throwing our support behind the union. But that was like our choice. Like, we could have also just not done it if we wanted to, and like we didn't, you know. I don't think anything would have changed regarding our relationship with Paizo and the people who work at Paizo. So for the Pathfinder 2e subreddit. But yeah. But again, like it's even then with a community curation of love care, like set up for, you know, basically just for the love of the users. I still think the API loss is still like, wait, it should still, I think everyone should be shutting down indefinitely for the most part. Like doing a temp thing is not worth the loss of tools. It's not worth, I mean, Reddit's been in a terrible direction just for a while. Not as bad as some other places, but still pretty bad. They let things run pretty rampant. You know, the fact that it's like just mods discretion on how a lot of the rules are ran in general, like is really, it leads to a lot of just like real crap spaces on Reddit. Unless you really have good mods, which is like not a lot of people want to be good mods because it is like inherently a power grab position, even with the like perks if you even get perks. So yeah, that's my plea to like whatever mods are not doing the, you know, indefinite blackout. It's just like it's not worth, you're already not getting paid. The perks aren't worth it. The perks aren't worth losing the API. All the third-party apps as well that like not only people rely on, but like the people who make them rely on. It's just like the keeping the little bit of perks and power that come with it are like, I don't think they're worth it, especially for like a lot of the really big stuff. But like I said, the moderators aren't always doing modding for nothing. A lot of times they're incentivized by whoever they're in connection with. So. But yeah, that's the most I really have to say on everything. Definitely like had some good times. Definitely had a lot of bad times. Just I wouldn't say it's a thankless job because there were definitely people who would reach out and give us thanks and stuff, which is kind of weird. I don't think I would do that, but yeah, I mean, if anyone is out there and has any questions, I'd be happy to answer any questions about what it was like moderating over at some of the large gaming sub, and I did like the Pathfinder 2e subreddit, which was something I made myself, like when it was available, and just like built it up in like a good way. And like I say, that one I stepped down from because I don't think being a mod forever is like a good system, and it should be like handed and traded off on the regular. One of the biggest like inherent issues with Reddit is letting people be a moderator forever without any sort of like term limits. I don't really think voting would work exactly on a site like Reddit because anyone can go in anywhere and put anyone anywhere, but like goddamn, at least like having people trade off, making sure it's not from like the same address or IP account every at least like couple years would be great. And definitely not allowing people to be power mods. Power modding is awful. There should be a limit on the number of subreddits, which I'm fairly certain that Reddit like encourages at this point. The power modding, like they want just like minimum people modding a bunch of subreddits. I'm not modding anything, and you know, I regularly, like when I do, I step down pretty like once the ship's sort of in order. And I've been denied from running future subreddits in any capacity when requested for not really any reason that matches up. Saying either I don't have enough activity or I have too many subreddits, which I don't. I have like none. I have like one that's my name that's like empty, and that's it. And I said I'm squatting on too many is the only reason that could be applicable of the list that they give you. But so yeah, Reddit absolutely wants the power mods there. Granted, I'm pretty sure they would remove them on the fly if they needed to. But yeah, I mean, inherently it's way too much work for no pay at the end of the day. It really is what it comes down to. There are benefits, there are perks. I don't think they're worth it. To not go permanent for the damage the API change is going to bring is really fucked up. But yeah, we'll be chilling for a little bit then. Might as well boot up Yu-Gi-Oh while I'm just chatting too, I guess. Get that here. Oh, cool. We already got the game up. And our event's up. Oh, yeah. Oh, and yeah, this is definitely going on YouTube. Let's see. Get it back here. Not this one. The video. Yeah. And yeah, and also I'm a streamer, so if you follow, you know, Twitch TV/HobbergV, play lots of games, hang out, play card games, just chat a bunch. If you're interested, you know, check it out. Give me a follow. Follow me on Twitch @HobbergBoss. I'll be happy to answer anything at any time for anyone on there as well. So thanks for watching, and later. That's for the VOD. I have an editor. Cole, get that one in the VOD. All right. Anyway, back to games. I liked it. I thought it was good, all things considered. For off the cuff, I'm getting better at the off the cuff stuff. I'm trying. I'm trying my best to do off the cuff. All right. And I want to change it back to Yu-Gi-Oh now since the event started. And we're going to be doing the event grind. Right? That looks grind. Spell words. Event grind. Gamba on matches. Cool. Yeah, it works for me. Gamble. Yeah, that's good. All right. I didn't realize these were already up tonight. That's good. Oh, just the legend. Okay, like what is legal then to use? Like anthology. What is like what can I use? Can I use Cubic? Oh no, they got okay. Old reliable it is then. True Draco. No! Oh, they banned all the True Draco cards. No, they're onto my plan. I don't know what I can use for this. What's like legal? I don't even know. what's legal. What are the rules? Can I use Time Lords? Can't use Kaiser Coliseum. That's okay. Yeah, I can use Time Lords. Can I use my Trap Lords deck? They banned all the cool traps. Okay, no, but I can use regular Time Lords. They're unbanned. We can make this work. Let's. Yeah, that's fine. Let's edit this. Prohibited. Edit deck. All right. How do we make this better? How do we make this legal? We need a lot of cards. I guess I'll add in another magic cylinder. Not banned. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What is allowed? Look at, like, I don't know, magic and trap cards. Normal spell, continuous, trap, continuous. What do you? Oh wait, I can do the spell trap. Okay, well, that's fine for now. What is? Man, so they have some cubic cards, but I think they banned the cubic monsters, not the cubic spells. What can we put in here? Oh, there's so many. Just like anything jump out at me that I can actually use. I guess let's change the rarity too. See if we can do like super rare, ultra rare. What do we got? Not helpful in this deck. I mean, nothing wrong with the harpies. I wonder if I can use the other than just throw Numeron. Nah, I bet there's no way the Numerons are illegal in here. Yeah, Infinite Impert, sure. Yeah, sure, Trap Trick, why not? It's free. Trap Trick is free real estate. I don't really want to do Monster Reborn. That kind of seems like a cop-out. And everything else down here I don't have. What's gonna go good with Time Lords? I have all the... Well, I guess I could add in more Time Lords, right? Just do 3 of all of them. Might as well. Not great. Is Ash? I know that's not a... No, banned. That makes sense. Okay, the cubics aren't banned. What cubic cards? Maybe I can get cubics. Cubic working. I am only 2 cards short of this one though. I mean, I could use like Kaiju are legal. Can I use Kaiju? I could add some Kaiju in here. That sucks. Like sucks for other people. Yeah. There's lava golem's cool, but like I like the single ones too. We got lava golem. Where's the? Can I search by kaiju? What are some kaiju cards? You know, yeah. I don't really care which ones they are as long as they do the kaiju thing. Yeah, was it Gamma Seal? Or is it GAM? Oh, that's so Gamma Seal is banned, but Lava Golem isn't. Are all the kaiju gone? There's Kumungus. Oh, you know what? It's probably that. No. No. Mm-mm. There's Thunder King. Nope. Man. The super anti-kaiju war machine Mecha Thunder King. Mecha Thunder King. Okay. No, that requires more cards. Okay, I guess Lava Golem it is then. I'm just surprised. I feel like Lava Golem is like the stronger of the ones. Yeah, I mean, I think I can get rid of a Zaphion and do like a third Lava Golem. That works. Yeah, that's fine, right? Looks good to me. Let's see, Anthology. Time Lord Anthology. Anthology grind. Gambon matches. Blast that back out here. Master Duel. Ooh. All right, I want to copy this deck because, like, I think we can come back, like, to keep using it if it's a dud. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a dud, but I feel like I can make a better deck, for it. But so I want to like copy it. Copy deck. And then I want to copy this deck too. Deck. I want to see maybe we can get 2 for anthologies. I feel like there's enough cards to keep it going. I want to change the rules. This one. Gotta differentiate somehow. Change the deck box. Yeah. Okay. Edit deck. Change the rules to anthology. No. Yeah, it's doable. There's just some. Oh well. That's not great. I mean, I don't really need the side deck is like maybe not mandatory, but what hurts. Okay, I didn't even know two effect monsters. Okay, getting Reeves and out's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. These are gonna suck. Sucks. All right, again, I can get all the cubic cards in the deck. That's good at least. I do really want to try making like a fucked up cubic deck, like even if it's like janky. Just max out all the cubic cards in it. I have a shiny one of these. I want the shiny. Shiny. Yeah, I gotta switch that on my other deck too. This isn't bad, all things considered. How bad's it gonna clog up the deck? I don't know if I can put a second one of these. I guess I could put in some of the other stuff, like we got Harpies, we got Infinite Impertinence. What else is like legal right now? That's like kind of like a meta card. What are some like what did I put in the other deck that was like legal? I could throw some magic cylinders. I mean, it never hurt. What did I add in here that was like? Oh, trap. Well, trap. I mean, I guess trap trick's fine. It's just like a substitute card. Fine. I can use trap trick. That's allowed. Like, I'm considering just doing magic cylinder for the last ones. I don't want to banish anything, but like, oh, I do want to throw stuff into the graveyard. Like, what can like throw a bunch of stuff into the graveyard? I feel like I'm spending way too much time on some like dud ass deck, but we'll. I mean, number monsters in your opponent's graveyard because they were destroyed and sent there this turn. Special summon them to your opponent's field, but each becomes 0 as one cubic counter. It's not the worst. Is this? Oh, that's like the okay. Yep, whatever. Cubic it up. Get cubed. It's gonna be not great without the card draw. The card draw is kind of what makes this deck kind of slap, but we'll see where it goes. Do you want that 3,100 though? Okay, let's do the Time Lords first. And I am doing the doing a prediction. It's gonna be who will win. Easy. 30 minutes. Let's do 2 minutes. Predictions are up. Good. There we go. Me or them? Believers or not believers? I don't care if nobody, but I don't think anyone's even here to vote. I'm having fun, and that's what's important. Votes are fun. Democracy is fun. Gambling is fun. That's good. Alright, Time Lords. What do you got? Okay, this thing. Okay. Ooh. I don't know what that is. I'm voting for me. Fuck you guys. Oh, I can't vote on my own thing? After this, you can activate monster effects. Okay. Alright, I win! Yeah! How do I wrap it up? I finished before the thing even finished voting. Hell yeah, give me those 500 medals. Oh, oh yeah. 100 and 150. Go get that. I didn't even get to play any cards. I didn't get to do my dailies. Like I did the win a duel daily. Or maybe like play in the festival. Maybe. No, that was it. I didn't get the festival ones. Sucks. All right, 1 for 1. Technically, this deck is a 100% win rate at the moment, so yeah, kind of impressive. Okay, how do I wrap up the prediction thing? I don't even. Okay, started the prediction, and then how do we need? This is important to know how to wrap these up. I just got these. These are brand new. Is it under the dashboard? No, I need to know how to finalize them. Oh, I just typed the thing again. Okay. Is that what it is? Ah, there it goes. Choose outcome. I won. Yeah. Done. Easy. I'm pleased. Go another one. Next one. Let's go. Prediction. Do a new one. This one goes for a minute. Last one we beat the timer. Let's go. Who will win? Playing Time Lords. I should have put some kaiju. Oh, I think I did slap some kaiju in here. I didn't put it in the cubic. There too. All right, let's see here. So, it lorded. That easy. Let's see. Not yet. I'm gonna cook. All right. This is such a fucked up combo because it's like I'm gonna, if they can get past Raffian, I'm going to trap trick a magic cylinder, and then like they just can't attack me. They're gonna have to stop. What card? Is it this card? Yeah. Is it banish? No, a banish. Oh yeah, it's, you can't target Raffian. Raffian's invincible. You're gonna have to do one of these. This is super fucked up. Alright, so what, he's gonna do another one? With this one? Ooh, that's a mistake. We're gonna trap trick. He's gonna do another magic cylinder. Sweet. You've successfully destroyed 2 traps that have not like. I still have the magic cylinder. We're back to square one. All right. Is this card just gonna blow up everything? I guess he can keep attaching material. Nah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he didn't do a good job. Oh, perfect. That's game. Sweet. Actually, I'm not gonna use him yet, because he will. These guys need to go away. We need to do that with this. We are going to make your cards go away. All back to your hand. Boom. And then we have Summoning Curse, so that will... Yeah, I'm gonna pay for Summoning Curse. Yeah, no, don't worry, I'm paying for Summoning Curse. I want to banish everything. You'll be able to play a card. I still have Magic Cylinder on backup. Okay, that's... You'll play a card and banish a card. I mean, that's all they can do, I guess. Oh man, I'm so glad I made a Time Lords deck for this anthology. This rules. This is easy. Yep. Banish card. Hope it was worth it. Zoop. Alright. Play your other one. Oh, that's it. To 3,600. Can we go lower? You gotta chip away at him, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I can't really do anything against the Time Lords. All the cool cards are banned. All the cards that deal with Time Lords are fucking banned for the event. So yeah, you're just gonna have to take it. All right. Can they do? Do I want to pay? Yeah, I'll pay. I still got a lot of life. It's good. I haven't been touched once, so we'll see. They play a card, they gotta banish a card. Let's go. Unless he plays in nothing. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's only like a 12. Okay, and then you're gonna finish the other. Whew. All right. Well. Okay, that is unhelpful. You know, I can go as long as these guys last. I'll just throw down another defense. Come on, block. Okay, they need more monsters. I think I'm not gonna pay anymore. I'm done. I need monsters out. I need to win. I need to wrap this up. Oh, really? Just leaving it like that. All right. Are we in kill? Yeah, we're coming up to kill. Takes a little bit, we get them. Get those. Not a big boy. I mean, I could still lose, I guess, if they could. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I don't think they can touch. I don't know. I don't want to get cocky, but I don't think they can touch the Time Lords. They can't blow anything up. They would have to banish them. That's game. giving them away. They're just giving it away. Yeah, give it. Yeah, we take those. Choose outcome, me again. Going to the top. Okay, can I please get my pack now? Thank you. Alright, we're gonna open a pack. And do I still have, it's been like a few days, I don't know. I have a guaranteed ultra rare, and it's locked out. What is the pack, like, guidelines? It's like, can I don't know if I can generate a super rare. I don't even know if there are. Yeah, I can make another cubic karma. I don't know if it works on super rares, but I have enough to test it. Just like this one. Like make one. Oh, cool, perfect. I'm guaranteed. I need my guarantee. I got 2. Alright. There's 3 ultra rares, I'll take it. And a new pack? No. I really want to start opening those new packs, but I couldn't pass down the guaranteed. So we're gonna dismantle because I absolutely do not. Over. Oh yeah, it's gonna hide them, huh? I need to go into like a regular deck to do it. I can't believe I got 2. Wait, do I have one of these? Are one of these mine? No, I'm pretty. I don't use credit points. That was it, right? Yeah, I don't have any extras. I guess I'll just. I mean, I don't have any ultra rare extras. All right, done with the cubic packs. I do not like opening. We've got to get a new deck going, though. What is the tier list right now? Gear elements and sprite. What happened to bestials? I mean, I guess it's only been like a day or 2 since they've been out, but I know they're adding the rest of the labyrinth in too. Sprite is tier 1. Huh. Have they not made any yet? I guess people haven't made any yet, right? Are there? Cause like those are the new cards. These guys, right? What are these? Oh, it's BY. That's why. BYSTIL. there... Can I just like grab one off the thingy? Or where is it? It's oh yeah, it's the public decks. I can see if anyone's put them together. I kind of wanted to make one of these since they just came out. Or is it like a split? Do you like mix them together? I'm looking at some other decks on here on I'm looking, do they like do you mix them together? Is that how you do bestials? Huh. So is that the goal? They just like took tier elements and like it's just mix them with bestials? I guess so. Are there even any like big? I mean this one looks okay. 41 cards, but it's mostly just tier elements. Do I want to join? I feel like if I make a tier elements deck, it's I'm joining the forces of evil, right? I don't want to fight for evil. I want to fight for good. Or is it Dragon Link? Is that what it is? Like, yeah, figure it out. I guess there are no like pure bestial decks. Is that what's going on? I'm not a top tier deck guy. I don't make the top tier decks. I make like dumb janky decks. Yeah, it looks like bestial. You kind of just throw it in with other stuff. I guess because the limits also, so you can't really do like a pure. I mean, it seems pretty cool. I'd give it a try. I've been wanting to make some kind of like dragon-ish deck that is like fairly like competitive, I guess. Dragon Link seems like the way to go. God, look at this whole deck. It's all ultra rares. The whole deck is ultra rares. Holy shit. I'm sure that's not even... You know, that's like a thing. The real deck. That function. I mean, the Dragon Link doesn't look like it has too many ultra rares, all things considered. Yeah, let's do that. Just fucking put one together. There's a bestial link. On that is our classic. Force 3 ashes, white dragon. Probably a mistake to type that in, since I'm probably get a bunch of blue eyes cards. Yep. It is a little wyvern with the flowing stuff. No. White dragon wyvern buster. This one. Do those. Got a black dragon. Makes sense. Another one of the rocket cards is this one. No, it's rocket recharger. Looking good so far though, on like what I have. All right, so what's next? You have rocket recharger, which is this guy. Yeah, rocket recharger. We got rocket tracer. 2 of those. A cipher. 3 of those, and our new boys here, the bestials, Rezo Worm. One, and we need this one. This guy, 3 of those. Baldric, that's 3 of those. Absa Router Dragon. I hope that works. Abso, I put an Abso. Where's the Router Dragon? This one, got it. Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. Oh man, that's a lot of hard text. The other one is Chaos Dragon. No. Chaos Dragon, this guy. 2 Lubellion. Yeah, 2 of those. Got Chaos Space. A lot of Chaos cards. Dragon Ravine. Oh, it's Why when I type in Dragon Raver, there's so many cards. There shouldn't be this many. I don't think I have cards out. I've never seen it before. There it is. Yep. Dragon Ravine. Boot Sector launch. Branded Regained. Got Quick Launch. Yep, that's it. 3 of those. Of course, Called by the Grave. And a Branded Beast. One of those. And then the extra deck. The Boral. Boral Savage Dragon. Chaos Ruler. Got Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend of the Abyss. Red. Fiend Abyss. We got Baron DeFleur. Do it wrong again. Who is it? Baronne. There it is. Wallow, founder of the. It's got to be the only one. Hey, there's a multiple. Wait, what? Oh, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Why do you do this to me? Oh, not an A. Isty. Thing's actually pissy. Yeah, I'm pissy. I'm pissy I haven't had all these cards in. Dragon. Got Heretic Seal. Of what? Heavenly Spheres? What are my chances of typing in Spheres? Oh, man. I was like, what are the chances of there only being one Spheres card? Romulus. Him. More energy. Let's see. Dragon. Oh, we need 2 of these. Okay, he's good. Quad Boral. 1. Hey, a card I actually have, the Hark. Triple Burst. Got that one too. I definitely have access code talker. Where are you? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm still here talking about it. It's all good. If you have any questions, I'm open. Like, for sure. Yeah, I modded 2 big subreddits. I modded APC game subreddit. So I modded PC Master Race for a while, for a couple years back, right after they got banned. They were the only subreddit so far that's like one of the very few that's ever been unbanned. I got brought on right after the unban to like turn it around, along with some other people. And then I started the Pathfinder 2nd edition one as well. PC Master Race originally did get banned. They got banned within like the first like year or 2. They were basically, yeah, I was real young. I was like early 20s when I was modding that, but yeah, they got banned for basically just being, it wasn't so much them, it's just like their user base was too aggressive. I mean, for obvious reasons. Like, they were just harassing a lot of other subreddits, and the mods mostly felt like the admins kind of felt like it wasn't like they weren't doing a good enough job at like keeping it together. So they got banned, and then the mod team went back to the admins. It was like, hey, wait, give us a second chance. Like, we'll clean it up. Give us the rules that we need to like set. Like, we didn't do this on purpose. Like, we were actually trying to make a good space. Like, what can we do to get it unbanned? And they were under like strict. Yeah, it was no, it was toxic. It was toxic. I mean, someone argued it's still toxic. Like, I'm not there anymore, so I mean, obviously, I don't even think I really subscribe to that anymore. Yeah, I'm a different person than that, but I made it. I was allowed to joke about. Yeah, it was like they had some pretty strict rules for the like right after the. Yeah, that is one of the rules. The admins actually came in and were like, you need to like, these are what you have to abide by. Like, they put some big sort of like parameters that other subs didn't necessarily have that we did. But like the mod team generally wanted to make like a gaming space that was like PC game oriented, albeit with a for lack of a better term, like flair for the dramatic. So we had some rules we definitely had to abide by. It's also why there was like a shift from it originally being like, oh, PC Master Race, you have to have a computer or else you suck. Again, toxic, like no arguing that. And then shifted from that to just like, okay, as long as you accept PCs better, you're good. Like, you're part of the PC Master Race. It's literally, there's like internet bullshit, of course, but that like tonal shift was done to also like negate that a little bit as well. But I came on just wanting to make like a cool like PC, you know, like gaming subreddit. Especially seeing as how like the PC like subreddit, PC gaming and like PC Master Race sort of really swapped places to a degree with like their attitudes. I think it worked out, all things considered. It's not, you know, it's not the way I would run it. I like I said, I set up the Pathfinder 2E1. But the real thing I was like talking about is we would like on, you know, in the PC Master Race one, we would have like some people are out there like, oh, I don't know why these mods aren't locking down indefinitely for the Reddit like blackout, which I think they should be. They should be blacking themselves out like indefinitely until the API is fixed. But I don't know how it is anymore over there, but we would get like kickbacks and stuff to a degree from like reps and stuff like that. So like there was definitely some people like, oh, you mod, you'd get nothing out of it. You just sit there on a power trip and stuff, which is true for a lot of subreddits, but for some of the bigger ones especially, they get like, you know, discounts on brands they work with, or they get you know, like game codes and things like that. So there's an incentive that doesn't make it worth being unpaid, but might be a strong enough one to only make it like a 2 to 3 day blackout, which is really stupid. You know, I don't think they can, because that was like, oh god, one of the shitty, like, okay, yes, I think they would do that, but I think it's worth, I don't think the perks and everything you get from being a mod are worth it. No, I could definitely see them doing it. I think what they would do is they would kick out the moderators if they did it for too long, and just open it back up to the Reddit request subreddit, because that's where you go if you want a subreddit that's like abandoned. You go to Reddit request and you can take it. So I think they would just kick the mod team and they will do like a search themselves. They've done it before a couple times with subs they've straight up banned that they wanted to revive. I think a couple times where they swapped the mod team. Was it like, I think they did it with Chapo Trap House, had some mod switches, because Chapo kept getting in trouble with the admins and they kept telling the admins to basically go fuck yourself. And they would swap the mods for a little. They tried like being nice with them for a while, and honestly, I don't think they did the work. Chapo Trap House did a bad job. I'm not on the internal on them, so I don't know. but I know that the admins made them sort of capitulate. No, I never did any of the so like usually when you're putting together like a subreddit team, you get someone who knows like you need someone who knows like programming, and then some people who are just like community oriented, and some people who are just like available. Like those are your like people you recruit in. So I never did any of the programming parts, because you need someone to like, oh, and like an art person. That's usually the other person you grab, is someone who can like do banners and do like what is it, like the little, you know, changing out stuff with you know, Pride Month and all that good stuff. So those are usually you grab. I was just a guy who was available. Like I was the head cracker more or less, or I would just like come in and just keep the sub clean. I was just available at a lot of hours that other people weren't, because I mean, look where I'm streaming right now. My hours still haven't really changed. I'm always up like this time. So I'd be able to cover like the European shift of like watching the subreddit, but you're still on call 24/7. It fucking sucks. Yeah, it was. I would say Chapo was definitely really extreme, but they did capitulate to the admins. The admins had come to them, and like I said, they removed some, and then they put other people until they finally got a crew that would like listen. And then one day, as part of like a big ban wave, they just came through and banned them finally. I guess they're just tired of dealing with it. I don't really know. Like the timing on the Chapo thing was really weird. But yes, I do think they would replace all the mods and just like handpick new ones, and then it'd be up to the. But like that's the thing. They would do it. It wouldn't work out very well though. Yeah, I agree with that. Chapo was more of a user-based problem that the mods tried to get it to work, and it wasn't gonna work. It just wasn't going to. Yeah. Yeah, there were two kinds of people. It was just like people who fucking hated like the authority in general, so they were never gonna respect the admins or the mod rules. And the other half were people just shit posting, like just for fun. I was more of that group for the Chapo posters. I would just shit post, like. But no, I do think the admins would drop the mods, but you got to realize on the back end there is a lot of stuff that the mods have to keep track of in general, and like coming into that without knowing what was going on before would be a clusterfuck for so many subreddits. Especially if there was sabotage on the back end on the way out, where you wipe your auto mod, you just remove, like unban everybody, like remove. You could do so much to just like fuck up the new mod team that it would just I don't know. They would do it, but it would be bad. Yeah, it would be really bad if they did it. So I know like 196 is permanent. Some subs are permanently done with, and like I think that's the right move. I think everybody should just be like, as many as they can should just be permanent, because 2 days with Reddit being down, like they've done that for maintenance before. That's not a big deal. Make them. That's the thing, is that you make them remove the mods, because that's a clusterfuck. You make them remove the mods, even if you lose your mod position. It's setting all that shit up, like rotating the banners, and like getting a person to do it, like using the automod, like doing, like just wiping your wiki. You could wipe your wiki. You could just so, you know, just all the sidebar stuff. Like usually they provide a lot of helpful links. Smaller subs not so much, but like, yeah, especially on the bigger ones, if you wiped it and unbanned everybody, like, yeah. Or even worse, you know, if they did that, you'd get some mods who are just like the opposite of what you want in there. Just like people who don't clean up shit, and you know, you'd get the Chapo like going on. You'd get like the Chapo posters as mods, which would be funny. It'd be great. I'd love to see that. It'd just be chaos. Some subreddits would be on fire. Some would be better. Some would be just not worth using anymore. It'd be just awful. But yeah, I did that, and then I set up the Pathfinder 2e subreddit, which I like that one a lot. I stepped down from that one because I don't think anyone should mod indefinitely. Moderators should be like on a time limit. Yeah, right now the subs are going read only because Reddit is charging for their API, which is like their ability to access. Well, it's not just that. It's a lot of moderators use. Yeah, so one, it will affect some of the mod tools and bots. That will happen. Secondly, is a lot of mods use the third-party like platforms. Like I moderated almost like or a huge part of my moderation for both times was from Reddit is Fun, because like the Reddit app doesn't have the tools you need to like moderate properly, and it's not displayed out well. You know, I think some people said RES might be affected. Like I use old Reddit. Old Reddit's just, I think, better to mod with because it's just a big list. And that's how I'm used to looking at anyway. And a lot of these mods are old power mods too. So they are using like that old Reddit, that old style. Like it's gonna mess with them. So it's twofold. Honestly, making the whole point to spam the website with illegal content using scripts could be a decent protest. Maybe. I don't know. Their whole thing I've seen is like they're trying to go public. So I mean, if they just show their users are down, I think that's better. Also, like the point of a protest is to be kind of disruptive too. Like right now, if you go on Google and you look for something, this already happened to me a few times today. So I can't imagine like being a whole week or month. Like when you go to Google to look for an answer to something, you know, usually a lot of the stuff it points to a Reddit post answered by people. When you go there now and click on them, it's just like, oh, the subreddit's private, fuck off. So like it definitely hampers a lot of people's ability to gain info, and I think that's a better message. It's more disruptive. It's more people to notice. It puts more pressure. Yep. I forgot what I was looking up today. Like on my phone, I think. I was looking up some game stuff for like Yakuza, and it was just like, oh yeah, here's the answer. Or I was literally looking up stuff for my Twitch where I was like, oh, how do I do the gambling on with my channel points, because I just got affiliate. And I was like, oh, you do this and this and this. And I was like, I went to click on it, and it's like, oh, this is on Reddit. I'm like, fuck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet. Like yeah, see, it's already super disruptive. Like I'm sure people who didn't. I've seen a lot of even posts on Twitter where people are just like, don't know what's going on. Like, why is this? Like, I tried to look this thing up and I couldn't find it, and now it's like it's Reddit. Like I found it, but like I can't access this Reddit. Like, what's going on with Reddit? Like what's happening? So it's definitely making people notice, and so like that's the point of the protest, to be disruptive. I've always felt so. Doing that indefinitely. Gonna make people upset. It's gonna make maybe Google upset, 'cause, like their search results are all fucked up too. They're not like able to give good information and stuff, and really it's just ridiculous. They may as well just ban API access, because that's essentially what they did with the price. Like there's nothing, no like normal entity can like afford that API price. But yeah, oh god, it was like, oh man, what was the API price? Reddit API price. It was a lot. 24 cents for every 1,000 API calls. Which ends up being like millions and millions of dollars. Like, for anything. They may as well just say no API access. Like, I don't know, because they were saying it's because of like they're afraid of ChatGPT like accessing their stuff and like using that information. But like ChatGPT doesn't use API access when it looks stuff up or when it has the information, so like it's really stupid. Yeah, of course. These these apps are not like big businesses, so yeah, 10 times their gross revenue. Paulo said it was 10 times the gross revenue last year. Yeah, I believe it. Like, a lot of these apps that update, they're just like a couple people or like a handful of people, and they post in their own subreddit, and it's just like, it's a very small operation. But yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I have a I don't know. I really think this subreddit should just again stay indefinitely dark for this. This is a lot worse than they think. Especially like, again, the repercussions. I was like, oh, I might get removed. I'm like, that'd be cool because it'd be a mess. Like, even when we recruited new mods, we would still like have training wheels for them and keep their like assignments pretty low, and we'd still have a lot of stuff to explain. But like, imagine having no one to explain it to you at all. You'd be like, what? Yeah, I started using one. Oh, that's gonna kill them right here. We want to use the Time Maven. Perfect time for me to make a Reddit clone and portfolio project. Yeah, it is. And then like I've seen one. The one I've been using is there's an anarchist based like basically like Reddit clone called Rattle that I've been using. It's not as popular, but I mean it's obviously it's like not even close to the size of Reddit, but it's cute. It's charming. Sorry, Astolfo. I have to murder Astolfo. No, it's not cringe anarchy. It is literally like a Reddit clone like made by and for like anarchists. It's just like a leftist one. It's really small. Oh yeah, remember the other ones who used to do that was the before they got banned was that Trump subreddit. I totally forgot the name of it at this point, which it makes me happy that I forgot the name because it was like literally a blight on the website. Was it the? Yeah, the Donald. Yeah, man, I was so happy I forgot that for a second. Yeah, the Donald was a scourge. Just because it like their users are just gross and they get everywhere. I'm gonna negate the attack. I don't want him to half my life points. Yeah. A golden hair. Yeah. I don't yeah, I'd say so. I don't really like the 2014 yeah, that's about when I was modding the PC Master Race at that time too, so gonna get him here. So that will half my life points with his effect. But I'll be able to just return the okay, cool, got him. But yeah, I don't know. I also like I have a lot of like PC Master Race stories. Like we'd go and hang out with like at PAX we get invited to hang out with like the Corsair people and like we were like on good terms with like the Corsair reps and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. We'd get to do some fun stuff over there with like some of the different reps, but it's also just hard to find good mods, like legit. I feel like I had like the best mod team on 2E, and it's because I put it together myself, but also just like the way they interacted with like just like the users and the other moderators. Like when other mods had like a dispute with us, we would be like, hey, do you want to like, you know, it's cool, do you want to like take one of your guys and add him to our mod team, and y'all can like see how we do it, and like we can like work together instead of like fighting. Like the brand liked us, even though they like Paizo liked us, even though we didn't really interact with them. But it was cool seeing like shout outs from like Paizo and stuff, people who make Pathfinder, and we gotta do some cool stuff over there too. Not as many perks, but also like being in charge is way better. But yeah, it is either way though. Also, being on call 24/7 fucking sucks. Unpaid on call 24/7. You get a ping. It like was turtle. I don't remember a turtle. Yeah, no, not it. Maybe after I was, but not while I was modding. Zmar is pretty awkward turtle. No, unless they went by a different name at the time on Reddit. I don't remember an awkward turtle. If they did, then they were really quiet. If they were, that's the only thing I can say. I don't want to put all the mods on blast by like naming them off or anything, but maybe if they were there. I mean, some mods are just quiet. They're there, but some mods are just there to like, you know, they show up. They remove the posts when they need to. They show up for the events, and like that's all, and that's okay. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of issues with I just hate the power mods. I've always hated the power mods. The power mods are the worst ones. They're not as bad as the admins who let the dumpster fires just kind of sit there, but they're pretty bad. It's especially awful because there'll be like dead subs that they're sitting on that could like be potentially good, and they'll just sit on them so no one else can have them. Yeah, power modding is a big problem. Yeah, they'll sit on empty subs. Well, some of them also just mod the top subreddits too. Like they just mod the you know, the front page ones. Yeah, someone they either have a bunch of subs or they like mod a lot of the top subs. I mean, some of the power mods that are there, I think I heard it today. Like one of the moderators from one of the I think it's one of the default subreddits is was a mod of the jailbait, and they're like still around on the site and shit. Like the admins absolutely favor the power mods for sure. They said the admins don't like. I step down. That's kind of my thing. If I ever make another subreddit, I will be stepping down once it's like in a good place, like a cool, accepting, happy place, like chill place where like everyone's welcome, everybody's kind of nice to each other. Like people can argue for sure, but y'all can't like, you know, insult each other to a degree. Like I don't know. I did. Yeah, I did. I remember that. Like the most downvoted one on the site. I do EA's Star Wars one. At a certain point, people just went to downvote it, like for the sake of downvoting it. Man, it's still going on his turn. But yeah, the reality of the situation, a lot of those power mods, a lot of those like the mods that aren't like shutting down their subreddits are getting some kind of incentive, not from Reddit. Yeah, I was around that because I had to watch all the game stuff because like it was in PC Master Race, so we had a issue with like brigading and stuff. We had to like ban people who like caused issues at other places. Also, like, oh man, I hated that. I was also like for a while shadow banned from our games, just like the regular game stuff, just for being a mod on the mod team. Like that sucked. I was like, because what you can do is you can ban people in two ways. You can ban people by either like actually banning them and giving them the actual ban message, or you can go to your auto mod and just have them put their name in, and auto mod will just automatically remove them, so you won't even know. On your end, you'll look like you just posted it and nobody upvoted you. But if you search it like incognito, you'll see it was actually like removed without you knowing. And that's something a mod can do. The admins can do it even further by shadow banning you from the site. Which is like, you don't know you're banned, your comments just go to the menu. So there's two. There's shadow banning, and then there's, yeah, like a ghost. I guess like call it like a ghost ban or an auto mod. I'd always just call it like an auto mod ban. But there's two. Uh-oh, wait, what happened? Why can't I do anything? Okay, well, that'll work. No, so no, there's two. The shadow ban will send. The shadow ban will, from the admins, will send it to the mod queue, so the moderators can see it and they can manually approve your post if they want to, or just let you know you're shadow banned and to message the admins. But it's something the admins put in, so I don't know why they would ever reverse it. But they never said we can't tell people, so. Sent to the graveyard. You can send this. You draw two cards. Yeah, that's fine. So that's one is the auto mod removal, or sorry, the admin shadow ban. The second one is the mod mail. Is the auto mod ban. Reason a post will say 10 comments, but only a few show. Yes, that is why. That's gonna be due to the admin shadow ban, is where it will have less comments than it actually shows. That's gonna be the admin one. The auto mod one will remove it, so it'll the moderator ban, or the moderator ghost ban. It won't say there's a comment. Auto mod will just take it out, and you won't get any message. You don't get a message on either, but one is just more sinister. One is across all of Reddit from the admins, and then the moderator one is just from that subreddit. There are a lot of people that are shadow banned. We go through, we get a lot a day. Like, sometimes it's just for like spamming advertisements. Other times it's for no discernible reason. Like, I have no idea. Maybe they used an alt too. They check the IP address, and so they'll just, to stop people from making more alts, they'll just shadow ban that one account, and then they're like, oh, I'm not banned. I'm not banned from Reddit anymore. I'm using my alt. Ha ha ha. I'm posting everywhere, but in reality, it's not showing up anywhere. I think the moderator one is the most fucked up one because it's like the mods can do it, and then finally the last one is the moderators just regular banning you from the stuff. That's where you get a message saying, hey, you're banned for X amount of time, and then they give you the option. The moderators have the option to mute you for like 30 days at a time. No, so there's like, by alt I mean like, is it, alts are like if you got banned prior. So No, but did you get banned from Reddit by like the admins? Like, did the admins ban you? Not just like from a subreddit, but from like, or did you like get banned from a subreddit and then like make an alt to go back into the subreddit? Because that's something that will get you like shadow banned. It's like that. It's like evading. It's like ban evasion. When we talk about like alts, you can have like 1 billion accounts. That doesn't matter. We only care about ban evasion. I got banned for calling people the R word and the A word. Well, I'm glad you're reformed. It looks like at least. But yeah, when I say alts, we just mean people are like ban evading. But you should just ban someone, just send them the message. I feel like is the right way to do it. I hate when they do the auto mod one. And you won't know about it unless you're like in the loop either. I never did those though. The auto mod ones, I never did in any of my subreddits. Like any ones I modded, they weren't used, and any ones I set up, I didn't use it because it's fucked up. Oh, awkward turtle. Wait a minute. Maybe I do know who that is. I don't think they modded our subreddit, but they're like a power mod, right? Pick one of these. That name sounds super familiar now that you put it in like that. Oh yeah, they're a mega power mod. They mod 666 subreddits. Like, that's what I mean. And like they're all like prominent. Yeah. Yeah, if you get banned like by Awkward Turtle, you're done. Cooked. Yeah, he's the big guy. Super weird. And like you can't keep up with that. I've modded like 2 different subreddits. I've never modded multiple at the same time that were busy. It's not a thing. Like that's not anything. Like there's no reason. 666 is like not a thing. That you can like do. It's like a human person. Yeah, that's not. It's like an inhuman amount of subreddits that they're moderating. Why can't I not special summon this? I don't have any monsters. Yeah. Reposting, making money off ads. Oh yeah, that person. They were like mini like Reddit celebrity. I don't know why this why playing these kaiju are messing up my time. But making me sad. Oh, I'm super messed up. Oh man, that sucks. I'm super dead. I hate that card. Yeah, they were like a little mini celebrity. They're also like, yeah, one of the Imgur people got banned or something too, I remember. There's been some weird ones. I'm gonna swap this out one out. Too big. Yeah. it's like, it's unpaid, on call 24/7. Also, people are dicks. Like, people you ban are always fucking assholes. Like, we would all celebrate in mod mail whenever someone was just like, hey, you're banned, this is why you're being kind of a dick. And they're like, oh, I'm super sorry, like, I won't do it again. Like, I got too heated. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Hey, we're just, instead of being a permaban, we're just gonna reduce you down to, like, I don't know, a day. Cool off, come back tomorrow. That's kind of what we do. But man, we get a lot of people who are just like, hey, you took it a little too far, you're banned. And they're just like, fuck you, you guys are, you know, a million slurs. And then like that. And then they used to not have muting, so that would just go on and we would just have to like go around it. We've had people message us for like a week straight, just like mad. But it's like, it's definitely like, for every like 2 people who are chill, or for every like 1 person who was chill, there was like 5 people who were just like aggro. Even if it was a temp ban, they would get aggro. Yeah, it's because they're online and anonymous, so they're just like, I'm gonna be unhinged as fuck. I have no consequences. I'm just gonna be rude as hell and just mad, rude, and nude. Let's play sous ships. I love them. Oh man, I love sous ships. I wish I had a sous ships deck. I want to play with the sushi ship decks. These are awesome. Yo, I don't care if I lose. If I lose to sous ships, that's an L worth taking. But yeah. Yeah, but and also like, God, I'm talking from my experience where I've worked with chill mod teams. I feel like they're very rare. Like, I would never mod under another like person ever again. After the first time, I was like, yeah, I need to be the running this shit, or else like I don't want to do it. It's awesome. I mean, it's awful. To be fair though, on some old accounts, I got auto banned from a lot of subs for being a Nazi, and after a while, it made me go unhinged because it did hurt. Yeah, we tried to take a little bit of a different approach when it comes to like right-wing people and try to explain like why, because or like sometimes and I'm talking about for Pathfinder, PC Master Race, I again wasn't my rule, so I couldn't say what goes, but we would let some stuff, we'd give like more warnings and be like, hey man, just like take it easy, like, because really like interacting with like lefties or like, you know, trans people or whatever online, like that does make you kind of grow as a person. Like the more you can see like, hey, you know, this is like a really heavily like LGBT subreddit, but like everybody's answering my questions and being pretty polite about it. Like that has a little bit of an effect. Oh yeah, so you were deep in it. You were our conservative and our libertarian. What are you now, if you don't mind me asking? I won't go aggro on you, I promise. Unless you're more of a Nazi, in which case we might have a conversation. Unless you went harder into being a Nazi, then we might have a little bit of a different conversation, but still polite. I definitely had my like phase of. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I won't go aggro on you. It's cool. I had my phase where I was like around that time when I definitely was moderating like PCMR. Like, I don't think I was ever conservative, but I was definitely like an edgy liberal. Kind of like run past that just from life experiences. You know, I'm like hence like my insistence too on like one of these don't want to say. On like not moderating for a long time. That comes from just me being like a lefty. Like I don't want to see power mods. Yeah, it's this is what I'm saying. Like I was kind of in the same kind of. same kind of like area. Yeah, I'm also in Texas, so I know exactly what you mean. Like, high school is brutal in Texas. Like, I'm surprised I didn't end up being like conservative, just because like the amount of slurs I would hear on the daily in high school, while being like a straight white male, still getting slurs or like every kind of slur you can imagine hurled around, like just on the regular. Ooh, yeah. Person has stew ships for days. It's still my battle phase. I want my turn. I'm just gonna hit him again. Oh, my guy's still going. I just want my turn. Yeah, no one was safe from game boards in Texas high school. Also, like, was with a really like right-leaning crowd, like online, for like my online communities. That just like was not a healthy group to be hanging out with. I mean, I can't. At the end of the day, it works out because I came out of it like this. So it's okay. Like, but I mean, it happens. I'm a big like, I mean, I'm a huge lefty now, but I think my position's pretty just normal. I mean, not normal, but like understandable. Just want everybody to have food, everybody to have housing. Yeah, and like definitely, it helped me also set up like a really good space. Pathfinder 2 was definitely influenced by like my politics. Just like trying to recruit other lefties in there and like make it a good space as best we can. So it turned out really great space that I'm like super proud of, and the people who took over after I left are great, which are like people we pulled on. So and they worked their ass off to make sure like everyone's super happy, and like they always like try and put the users first, which is like what I made it a point to do. It's not a bad group. If you ask me. Better than my group. My group was like a self-hating trans person who loved the military, like basically like I would say they're like considered alt-right in like 2014 or 2013, which is like pretty bad. And then some other people who were just like loved the military, didn't really care about people's feelings one way or the other. Probably liberal, but like you know, wasn't really that supportive. So that was kind of my group, and it was a bad time. Oh my god. Okay, so like the few of the people in there were like 4chan alt-right. Or I guess I would say Twitter alt-right. I don't know. I never heard anything about the Jews or anything, so I feel like that's 4chan. I like JQing is like, you know, is like 4chan alt-right. So I guess like Twitter, like modern Twitter alt-right, it was no leftists though. I didn't know about leftism. Well, till like Bernie ran, but even I was a leftist before, like right before Bernie ran. The second time is actually when I like converted over. When right before, like a little bit before Bernie ran the second time. So I like got out of there, and then like there were no leftists in that group. I think I actually got kicked out of it because I was trying to like reform it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like I say it because I can. Then that was definitely the. Yeah, it was definitely the I say it because I can crowd, where they're like, I don't give a fuck about anybody else's feelings. Well, you can't destroy this one. But yeah, not a healthy group. So yeah, they kicked me out of there because I was trying to like reform it. I just remember like the one thing that sticks out to me from like that being in that group was just like I had a day where there was like it was like head of it, and like we had like a black person who came into the group or whatever, and they left after a week, and they're like, we're like, oh, why'd you leave? Like, because we were trying to recruit people, and they're like, oh, y'all are super racist. And he's like, I can't handle it. And for that, I was just like, oh shit, like, uh-oh. We got a problem. So what got me into moderating, the first one was take that defense here. What got me into moderating was actually for the PC Master Race moderating, I was just available at the time period and I was using the subreddit. So I'm like, oh, I'm live at night and they need a moderator to cover the European time zone. That I can do that. So, and they picked me just when I'm like, hey, I'm not European, because that's what they're asking for. But I'm like, I'm awake at this time zone. I'm American, and they just picked me out of the application. So I just got really lucky. The second time I wanted to moderate again, but I wanted to be like the head of it and like actually do something like cool with it, with the subreddit. And it was right as the second Pathfinder 2e came out. I like, this is kind of how you have to do it if you want to mod like in 23 or whenever, you know, post 2015 with how sizable Reddit was. You have to I took up every Pathfinder 2e subreddit and like variant name that you can get your hands on. So I was like Pathfinder 2e, PF2e, you know, whatever, just any variant I could get to make it so that like I am the only subreddit holder of the name. There's not really much else you can do. This is good. I like what's happening here. I like what's going on. Swing it. No, it's Pathfinder, the tabletop game. Like the tabletop, like it's like D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons. But they came out with a second edition, so as soon as that was like, this is a draw. I think I've done a draw. Yeah. So I took every variant and basically just waited for people to start coming in, and it actually took a while to get set up. It took like a year or so. 900. I don't know if I can. I'm just gonna draw. This guy's gonna be so mad. Yeah, I'm gonna draw this game on purpose. It's super fucked up to do, but whatever. So I want to do that one. I want to be in charge. It took a while. I think we had a first round of mods we recruited from like a small set because I was like, I need help. And it didn't, like, they were fine. They set up some stuff and like we did the best we could. Eventually, like, some people just fell off, stopped doing stuff. I think it took about till year 2 till the sub got kind of bigger, that I was able to put out like, hey, we need mods, like a real mod application. And that's when we got our pull, because we were gonna quit because like we didn't have enough people to help and the sub was just getting bigger, and we didn't know what to do. We're just like, I don't want to do this. We need help, and we don't have like. And I was actually gonna pass it off to my second mod, and he's like, I don't want it. And I'm like, all right, let's just recruit a bunch of people then, and we'll do our best. We did mod applications, picked them out. We actually got a real good set of people, and we picked them out, and they're great. A lot of them ended up being like anarchists or really, really like left-leaning people, so like it synced up really well. which like, and I mean that in like, I mean that in like a reform way too. Just like the way they handle users. I know it sounds kind of weird to be like, oh yeah, they're all leftists, so it was better. It was just like, it was very specific type of leftist where they like, just because someone is being a dick in the subreddit, like, or right-leaning, doesn't mean we like outright ban them, because we don't want that. We want it to be like a shared space for everybody. But it was people who are like, yeah, if we make sure that people who like, you know, are LGBTQ or, you know, something like that, like make sure their voice is heard and that they can post here without being afraid. And then everyone else, like, you know, they just kind of get to, you know, be around that too. And, you know, if someone says something that's off color, we give them like a, you know, hopefully we encourage the users to kind of give them a gentle reminder. We're not going to ban them outright unless they start really going hog wild. And, you know, even then we'll just message them and be like, hey man, like, everybody's just trying to be helpful and chill. No, I know. I'm just like, there are other groups of leftists that will ban, like, no joke, would ban right wingers outright. You know, just to keep the sub a working class party sub. So no, it's just you have to find the type of leftist that also is big on like reform. And I think we found that with that, and also some people are really passionate about the game. I think that's even more important than their ideological leanings. So they're very passionate. They had the skill set for the job, and they're still, almost all of them are still doing it. I don't think any of them have really dropped out. They did a really good job. Who I passed it off to and all that. So yeah, it's good. I'm gonna set this one. Is do good defensive. But yeah, I think we've done a lot of good. Yeah, you also don't see it. Like, also a lot of the subs are either just like ran by like conservatives, or they're ran by like a lot of liberals who just like. The problem with it is like they will just let some shit that's like not cool just hang out. Or let stuff escalate. Like my big example is the PC gaming subreddit. That place got too out of hand. They've literally turned into the, yeah, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Like the PC gaming subreddit didn't used to be like how it is. America bad. I know I do the late stage capitalism and everything there. It's not always my cup of tea with the late stage capitalism posters, but yeah, it's just like it takes a careful hand, I think, to like curate properly. Paradise's bad critique of America. Oh, America. Okay, I see what you mean. Oh, really? Dang. I know what you mean with the America bad stuff. There are absolutely like a lot of like leftists out there who will like their ideology is America bad. Like that is their. Oh, can't do anything. Their ideology is America bad before actual leftist like ideology, which is a problem. Oh, that went through. He negated everything. No. But yeah. Oh no. Like I'm all down for Europe jokes, but were people like, they doubled down? No. Yeah, see, there's a European who was asking why they hate Europeans. It felt so bad for him when I viewed the comments, Kiki. The Jays doubled down and the mods allowed it. Yeah, see, like, I know, like, 196, they like to make European jokes, but it's more of, like, a left-leaning place. So, like, I have seen posts where they're like, I'm from Europe, why is everybody always making fun of me as a European? and people are like, oh my god, it's just a joke, like we're super sorry, like we didn't mean to hurt your feelings, like we're just goofing, like we don't actually believe it, you know. It's like that's like the appropriate response. Not to like bully them more. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about though, where like stuff like that happens. And like when stuff like that happened on our subreddit for Pathfinder, like cuz we'd have moments where stuff like that would kind of happen. We would like just like sticky little thing. Like, hey guys, like you don't have to be mean. Or we would come in and say it ourselves. Like, hey, that's like, we're just joking. Like, none of us. If anyone actually hates Europeans, like let us know. Like, that's not okay. Like, if anyone actually like despises them to this degree, but things like that or whatever. It also depends on how they phrase their shit. But yeah, for the most part, like that was the kind of space we would build out. But yeah, exactly what you're talking about is exactly what I am talking about as well. It's like the mods just let shit get too far sometimes in a lot of subreddits. And then like the funny thing about right-leaning subs is that lefties are better at managing them. Yeah. It depends though. There are some subreddits that are just absolute dog shit that are like run by leftists, like the socialism subreddit. They just like ban wrong think, which is like fucked up. Like if you deviate from like what they think is like the right answer to things, even if it's not even like conservative that you're saying, you're saying things that are just like a little differently left leaning, they'll clap you up. That varies. This is like basically run by tankies. Anything ran by tankies, that's like, because like tankies are say they're leftists, but inherently they're like conservatives. Like they worship the like just Marx and Lenin's writing, and like refuse to take any sort of like criticism past that. I mean, it's really fucked up. Yeah, exactly like that. Like I absolutely would critique China. Like they're a capitalist, like fucking, like they're not as bad of a capitalist hellscape as here in America, but like it's not great. It's not my model society. They do some things better for sure. They have really good like public transportation. Their punishment of like CEOs and things like that, who when corporations cause issues, is better than us for sure. But yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like the socialist the subreddit like our socialism wouldn't consider China to be capitalist, even though they are absolutely capitalist. So they're a little bit of a different flavor of capitalism, but just because it has red aesthetics doesn't make it. The workers don't own the means of production at all, and they would argue, well, they're building up to that, and I would say, no, they're fucking not. That's basically the long and short of like the big disagreements in on the leftist space between like tankies or Marxist Leninists. There is a difference, but I heard someone say it the other day though. They're like, yeah, leftists argue with each other all the fucking time because we actually like believe stuff. Like we have disagreements about the stuff we believe. Whereas like a lot of like more conservative already are willing to let go of some of their values in order to what is the I want that. Conservatives are definitely willing to sacrifice their values in order just to get people on board. Yeah, China looked at America, so we could do better. They do have like awful ass working conditions, so. Oh, no, I'm not talking about blue voters. Like, I really do specifically mean, like leftists, specifically like anarchists and, like, you know, anarchists, communists, even further left-leaning, like... The left is super duper always fractured economically. Not even I would say not even economically, just like full, what is it? I want to say what's the word I'm thinking of? Ideologically. I mean ideologically. Yeah, ideologically fractured. The left is always fighting. Like the left fights with liberals, the left fights with leftists, the left fights with conservatives, everyone. It's everyone. It's just like the left is yeah, I just mean ideologically fractured the fuck. I was like, for example, you have like, yeah, like just for the people who like ideologically believe that like China is socialist, like that's like a philosophical sort of disagreement between like Marxist-Leninists and like democratic socialists and like anarchists. Like they each of those three left groups will give you a different opinion. And will fight each other to the death to prove theirs right. There's like also a lot of like historical accounts on the like Marxist-Leninists teaming up with capitalists in order to eradicate anarchists. Like just historically, even like not even just like online. It's just like a fact of history. Oh, that's fair. I did theater in high school, which was fun. Oh, wait, I don't want this card. What the fuck is this? I don't like that. No. Damn, that sucks. No, I'm super boned. I don't have anything. Shit. I think political philosophies. Well, I mean, everybody's got like a political philosophy. That's just like at the end of the day, whether you like. Oh, I'm super dead. whether you realize it or not, like everyone subscribes to a political philosophy or a political ideology. I think it's just a lot of Americans. A lot of Americans are all mixed up on their like political philosophy and ideology. Like they definitely believe stuff, but a lot of it like conflicts a lot of the time. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Always, liberals or conservatives, like even I'd say even some left, even a good amount of leftists too. But, you know, you capitalist. Fucking being a Nazi, libertarianism, anarcho-capitalism. We are doing political discourse, so Ike, what up? Oh, yeah. Like, it does take a good amount of reading to be like I am technically like a Marxist. So, like, I've read a lot of theory and, like, political theory. I am not gonna ban you for arguing. I'll say that much. Our conversation's been too good so far, so don't worry. Like, I'm not jumpy on the ban fingers though. Yeah. Me, I'm like a I just don't want it in Texas. Oh, I do very much so, but I'm a council communist. So I'm technically like an anarchist, but I basically just think that like everything should be set up via like workers' councils. Workers should own all the companies like democratically. You can go to work and vote on what goes on, and then people who work at these companies get to be on little councils throughout the area, and then those councils get to send their workers to bigger councils, and that's how you run the government. Pretty easy. I think I can sum it up pretty quickly, all things considered. The options. Yeah, I like everybody. I want everybody to just be automatically enrolled in being able to vote at work. Just everybody owns it, so everybody gets to vote. If you work there, you get a little ownership of the corporation, and you all get a vote on how it goes. I don't like the Workers' Party shit. That's where I draw the line. I don't like the I'm not a Marxist-Leninist. I do not do workers' parties. That shit is what I call bourgeois bullshit. Yeah, give it to me. What is there's at least one downside. I'll hear it. I'm down. Well, I would say that the way it is now puts more financial burden. I guess for like starting a company, possibly, yeah. True, but with Marxism, there is none of that. That is the other part. It's like, and I mean, let me be real here too. If something that I'm talking about here would be like a long time in the making. This isn't something that you change overnight. You can set up some of the things here and there, but we're talking about like abolishing like the commodity form. So like people just get what they need when they want it or when they need it. Which is like that's a big step. Like that's a big thing. So we're talking like there are no community loans if a business fails type situation. But even the first part of that, like the co-ops are still like more stable, even if in through capitalism. Like, yeah, it puts the workers on the hook, I suppose. But the alternative but also it allows workers to sort of vote and change like the economy a little bit more as needed, or not the economy, the way the business runs, to kind of deal with shakeup. So you're also going to be like less likely to have a company that fails and defaults on its loans. Not impossible, but when you're not pocketing a huge portion of the revenue and actually putting that back into the company where it needs to go. Yeah, I don't think we're moving that. Oh, if you feel that would be I don't know what direction we're moving in, honestly, but I think at least giving the workers the power to like make decisions, and it also like helps with just wealth distribution. If we're talking about in like a capitalist system, yeah, you're at least letting the workers kind of decide how payouts go, where money goes back into. Like, you're not just, no one's gonna vote to give like, what is it, like the profits that companies currently get, millions and millions and millions to the CEO and to the board of directors. No company, like if everyone could vote, no one's voting to do that. Oh shit. Oh man, you're UTSA, you're not that far from me. Programming tutor and graduating from UTSA next summer. Well, good luck on your graduation. I hope everything goes smoothly for you. Yeah, Soik is actually living in, he's in Japan, which is pretty cool. Right now. He can answer any question about Japan. Or sociology. Yeah, Soik knows his two areas of expertise are music, Japan, and sociology. Soigum says he focused on symbolic interactionism and poverty. My professors ruled, but I didn't want to go to grad school. Hey Dyberg, we're doing the anthologies and shooting the shit on politics. It's going pretty good. Everyone here's from Saytown. You found yourself a Saytown stream. I don't know if that's good or bad. This is unhelpful. This is not good. Sucks. This sucks. That's all I got. I don't know. I know. I should go back. I've been trying with Cubic in the anthologies and it's not going great. Doing Time Lords though was working fantastic. They took out all the cards that like blow up Time Lords, so it works out really well for Time Lords. Do I think the old Reddit co-founder was assassinated? I do not. From what I've seen on the original Reddit co-founder, he had really bad depression, some mental health issues. I do think he actually did commit suicide. Especially for like the time it occurred. I don't think Reddit was like jumping or anything, and like the old CEO left right not too long after his spez and then came back. It just doesn't seem like there's like any benefit. American Libertarian deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what that means, but yeah. Yeah, Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. I agree. Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is the most libertarian deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whip out 6 of them, like in the show. Yeah. And then rip them all up. Now I have the only 3 blue eyes. This person is so afraid of attacking my cards. That's not true. Time Lords do a lot by themselves. Oh, finally a Dooza. Alright, this is good. This is a good thing that's happening. Get the Dooza. Oh, okay. I guess that's a thing you can do. Awesome. They're literally just making this game take so much longer. An effect veiler. Okay. Who are you negating? The Zijam? Okay, well, I'll just turn that into a linker. Wait, why don't I just take that? Why can't I take that one? Turn into a linker. Okay, we're gonna take that and turn Cubic Wave into here. If I want to get a card games with the most beginner friendly. Ooh. Honestly, it's kind of... So, I like... My favorite card game is Magic the Gathering. And yeah, the card interactions are easier. The issue is like with Magic Arena, it tries to rob you really bad. It wants to take all of your money. Once you control this one of your card gains 2400 attack. This card is special summoned in your hands with the end of the card. Yeah, I would say it's Magic the Gathering, and then after that it would be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best, like I think the best online card game to get into, because it like you can play it pretty much for free. It does. Yeah, there are deck codes for they will give you some more free packs than Yu-Gi-Oh! Will that way. What is this? Cannot be used as a card game because we're okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the best one if you want to play for free. Magic Arena is good, but it will rob you. If you're playing on paper, like Magic on paper is, I think, the way to go to start. It's really not that confusing and pretty straightforward. Guys, I want bricks. Okay, well, their opinions on League of Legends. I haven't played League since it like came out, which is maybe showing my age a bit, but I think I played up through season 2 and I haven't played it. I'm still mad at Fortnite because Epic Games made an awesome like MOBA that was really cool and like 3D and really nice looking. But then Fortnite like got really popular and they shut it down and moved the whole team over to fucking Fortnite, and I'm still sad about that. I missed that game. They like remade it, but it's like third party and it sucks now. Paragon. It was called Paragon. I miss it every day. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to special summon another. Look at that. Look at that. Wall. What up? Yeah, I miss Paragon. I actually played the shit out of Paragon more than I played League of Legends, but then Fortnite ruined my life. Yeah. I like just playing the guy with the 2 handguns and stuff, or the like the little flame guy. I played a shitload of Paragon. I loved Paragon. Now I'm just playing the Gundam game. That new Gundam game that came out is pretty worth. The menus are ass, and getting into games is ass, but the gameplay is actually really fun. On Gundam, was it Mobile Suit Battle Operation 2? That's what I would recommend right now, as far as like a free game to get into. Like before I feel like it's gonna fucking die just because the way that it looks, but yeah, good Dooza. Oh my god, he's got another effect veiler. What is wrong with them? Oh, Smite? You know, I actually have all the characters on Smite, but I can never really get into Smite. I wasn't big on MOBAs. I don't know. I think I have an aversion because like I used to play when I was growing up in like high school. We used to play a lot of like on my friend's computer that his parents had. We used to play Warcraft 3 all the time. He would always play Dota, which was, you know, like the OG. Banned from the target one came on the edges. That. I can't do that. I can't even battle. But he's all like higher level. Yeah. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of the mobile suit battle operations too. It's really clunky, but it's fun. It reminds me of like Mech Warrior. I like a lot of like niche games. I played a ton of MC PvP in the Hunger Games mode they had, and Monas are like the stuff I said. MOBAs are like that. Yeah, I was always playing Anime Fight when I was playing Warcraft 3. I'd always queue up for Anime Fight, which I always thought was like the more fun game mode. But Dota is the one that like, yeah, that's the one that like took off and like turned into League of Legends and stuff. Blade and Soul. I grew up playing Final Fantasy 11. So like that was I just played a crap ton of Final Fantasy 11 growing up as far as my I'm not gonna let this guy any headway. I feel like Cubic is more of just like an exercise in futility at this point. Like I can't ever get a leg up. Well, maybe if I draw the purple guy, like that'll be enough to play him and just start bullying his. No. I'm always talking about Final Fantasy 11. I'm gonna play the crap out of 16, but I always play everything on the computer. My wife's gonna be playing it on console, and I'm gonna like have to just close my eyes whenever I walk into the loft and just be like, no, I don't wanna look. Yeah, right now I've been on the Final Fantasy 14 grind. I don't like to stream it because I don't feel like streaming MMOs is like fun for the most part, unless you're like doing a raid or playing with a bunch of other people. But 14 is I've been on the 14 grind. But 16 is gonna be good. The team that made it was the like you said, DMC games, like the Devil May Cry team like made the combat for 16. Along with Platinum Games, like it's gonna definitely slap. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm really excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. I played the first one like last year, even though it was like made a long time ago, like 2014 or something. But it still holds up. I definitely recommend Dragon's Dogma. Oh yeah, I have a brother who really likes fighting games. I kind of keep up with them. I didn't play I mean, I've seen Guilty Gear. Actually, the coat that I'm wearing right now is like from Evo. Where is it? Here, yeah. Like we're going to Evo this year, which is like the big fighting game tournament in Las Vegas. I don't know if the camera can see it, but yeah, we're going this year. You have to hold it up really high for the camera. Yeah, we went to Evo in what 2017. We're going to Evo. It's in August. Yeah, it's like it's in Las Vegas. They do it every year. Yeah, we're going with like a group in August. They're gonna have the the fighting game tournament. You need tickets and stuff too, but we're gonna fly down there. Oh, that that's gonna be cool. I know we were looking at like shows and stuff to go see what are down there. We've already been to Evo, so we're gonna watch like the finals, but I'm not gonna participate. I suck. I'm not good enough to play Evo. This Cubic game is gonna take the rest of my goddamn life. Can I get a card in my hand or something? No, I can just swap it out with Link or Rebo over and over. Alright, well. Yeah, that's it. It's like 3K for... That is crazy. 3K for tickets and no room for F1. That is way above anything I could ever afford. Our tickets for Evo were pricey, but not 3K pricey. But that makes sense. That's like a... Smash Melee... No, I don't believe Smash Melee is on this year. It's gonna be like Street Fighter 6. The Tekken's not there yet, so I think it's gonna be the last Tekken still. Tekken 7. And then they are having Marvel vs. Capcom though, which is gonna be fucking legit. Oh yeah, F1 I feel like is what was F1 is absolutely like a rich person's like thing. I feel like though, a lot of car stuff is. I mean, I love car racing. Like I've always wanted to go see like Le Mans, like the 24-hour Le Mans would be awesome to go see. I just love those like almost like prototype cars that they run. The Le Mans cars are so cool. Oh really? You went to Le Mans? Yeah, Le Mans. That's definitely something I want to do in my lifetime. Just one of the big shows. Like I don't go to a lot of conventions or anything. I mean, I go to the ones that are out here. Like they used to have PAX. They don't have it anymore. I've been to my wife really wanted to go to Evo. I'm down with going to Evo as well. I don't know where else I would want to go as far as I did also want to go to there's a big tabletop convention as well. That communicating him, and then I'm just gonna throw Link or Rebo when they go to attack. Oh man. So like, what is this person's name in Japanese? What is this? Who is my opponent that I'm torturing? Noyoro. Oh, perfect. Look at that. We got a Crimson Nova. We're good. Wait, what the? Oh, it needs to be different card names. sucks. I'm gonna lose. Toyoro. I have tortured them for too long. Man, I just needed one. This is not a good deck to play in Anthology. Don't play Cubic. If you're watching this, don't play Cubic in Anthology. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All it does is make the game take forever. Does he end the... No, it just doesn't. Is it true that Japan has lots of social cliques based on in-groups and out-groups? No, Noyoro does not mean Haberg beater in Japanese. Take that back. I'm gonna win this. You'll see. If I can just draw one more card. I'm gonna win. Yeah, so like, is it true that Japan has lots of social cliques based on in-groups and out-groups? That, you could describe that about like any country, I feel like, though. That is like a... There we go. I finally got the card I needed. And I got a cube. Show him this card. Show him this card. Show him this card. Face up. Slam. Drop the fucking cubic causality. Start swinging for the fences. This is gonna kill me. I've just killed myself. I need you to know. I have killed myself. Or, wait, did I draw? No, I didn't draw. Yeah, I killed myself. Well, no, I didn't. I can link a Rebo in back before he fucking murders me. Oh, no, I have to take that one. No. Can I link a Rebo is the 3k damage? No, I'm super fucked. Watch this. Yeah, I killed myself. Don't play Cubic in Anthologies. This is a cautionary tale. Unknown cheats. I don't know what unknown cheats is that they work abroad. Oh man. All right. Yeah, we can't play Cubic in Anthologies like tomorrow at all. We're gonna have to play something different. We're gonna have to play Time Lords all night tomorrow. Ooh, I almost got another pack too. We'll get there. We'll get there together. Oh. All right. Well, with that though, it's been good talking with you, DK. I hope you can give me a follow, but if not, that's okay too. But I'm always down to talk politics, even when I'm playing other games. I do play a lot of other games as well, but it's about that time. Thank you, DK, for the follow. I appreciate it. But I'm always on around this time, and I'm always down to just hang out and chat no matter what I'm playing. I'm playing lots of stuff, but I hope everybody has a good night, and I'm gonna head off for the night. So yeah, everybody have a good one. Thanks for the convos. It was good. It was fun. Y'all have a good one.